Alright, what's up everybody on deck with Third Eye Cam. Today's date is July 26, 2020 and the time is 22:05. Tonight, I'm going to be looking up at the stars. I always use the moon as a fixed point. What it is, I have, tonight, I have my 35mm plugged into my telescope as well as my night vision goggles attached to the telescope. So we're gonna be viewing everything through both films. And let me go ahead and brighten my camera up on the moon. My night scope is good on the moon, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and toggle around and catch what I can catch in the sky. Now I'm gonna mostly be working off of my 35mm. I mean my night vision. So my 35mm is just gonna catch whatever, and my night vision is gonna catch the enhance. Let me make some adjustments, and we can roll. Alright, there we go. Make sure my lamp is focused. Alright, bet. So pretty much I'm just setting everything up so we can catch some nice bright stars. Just gonna kind of rotate. When I first got this unit, I hadn't hooked anything up to my telescope. So what I'm doing, like I said, is getting everything hooked up so that way we can all be prepared to be somewhat amazed as we look up. Let me grab my seat, my chair. I'm gonna take a seat on this one while I work. Also, the reason being because my night vision is at the back of my telescope and I need to be able to sit down and look through it. Meanwhile, my camera's gonna run and it'll catch what I can catch on the back end once I make the adjustments to it. Hang tight. Alright, we're ready to rock now. Okay. So we can see some stars up here. Actually, those are meteorites. I'm kind of toggle around and find some stars. So I'm guessing the meteorites are showing up as the reddish, like these, and the stars are showing up as white through the telescope and the night vision rather. What I'm gonna do is take my camera and make some adjustments to it also, just to make sure everything is everything. Alright, so my camera should be able to pick up something up there as I toggle around. I don't know here as I go. Can't really see nothing through the camera, but my night vision is picking everything up. And it's piggybacking on the back of my telescope, so we're going to see things with a lot more clarity via my, my night vision. You got some stars right here and meteorites. See if they're getting any kind of movement. I mean, they're shimmering. They got a nice little flicker to them. What I'm really out here trying to catch is something that might be moving in the clear. Kind of moving around on my chair, so excuse the noise. Like those items right there, what is that? Those stars right there. The two bright ones look like, you know, regular bright stars, but of course the other ones look just kind of reddish. And I want them in color. I don't want them in black and white. I want to be able to, you all to be able to see the color spectrums. It helps me identify, you know, if they're moving away from the Earth or they are stars. The ones coming towards the Earth will show up in blue. The ones moving away from the Earth will show up in another format of color. Also, with this camera being more steady. Oh, here we go. With this telescope being more steady on the motor. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm thrown off. I've been thrown off all weekend trying to get it together. Yeah, with it mounted this way, I can actually survey better without all the jumping around. And again, we're gonna easily monitor what we can see. Let me pull this off because I need to work real freely. I got my wire connection strapped to my telescope frame, so I just want to take it off so that way while I rotate around I'm not getting slowed down or nothing's crossing up and I can rotate all the way around like I want to. That's nice. Whatever these stars are showing up as is are really bright. You know, I try to keep my show fresh, even though I know a lot of people are not into it, and that's fine. We're all out here learning lessons. I do things that really intrigue me to see if I can do it, and you know, I like to mix things up. Once I get mastered at something else, and I'll switch it up and go somewhere elsewhere. I'm also looking for anything that might be moving in the night sky as usual. You know, one night I was looking up in this direction, I saw something that looked like a like the Andromeda system. Kind of blew me away. I'll get the degrees and declinations later. Declinations. Now this is a star system. I don't quite know what it is, but I can definitely see it through the telescope and through the night vision. Let me see if my telescope camera's picking it up also. Everything's showing up as dark. I really need for it to see, so hang tight. Alright, that's good to go. So even though my eyes can't see through the backlit screen, actually there it is, I'm seeing a star. And that's why I need to find a faint star so I can highlight it, make sure everything is everything. So let's brighten up my screen as best we can. It's dimmer, bright as we can get it. think that's gonna do it. Yeah, we ain't gonna get no better than that. All right, so as long as we got something coming in, then we know that we're working in a good spot. The main sequence to this whole deal is the night vision scope. As long as the camera's catching something, then we know we're good. And my camera's catching this star right here on the night scope. I'm catching a lot of meteorites. They're kind of just sitting there steady. Everything that's showing up in red is not a star, it's a meteorite. They have a flicker to them because they're rotating. Now they're not going to be flying like wildfire all over the sky. They're just going to kind of be like, you know, hanging out. And most of these meteorites are in rotation with the Earth, so however we're spinning, they're in sync with the Earth's rotation. Just like when you put water down a sink and pretty much it forms a funnel, a little tornado. The Earth is at the epicenter of it, and these things are spiraling around with it. So they're gonna show up, you know, as such. Let's move on. That looks like the number 7 right there. That's pretty. I like that. Let me get it in there all the way. Yeah, that looks like the number 7. Also looks like a pyramid. Like at the top is the point, and in the back is your, you know, your sides, like the perimeter of a ship. More stars. I'm gonna swing around to Jupiter here shortly again. I always use Jupiter as a reference point because it's the brightest so-called star in the sky, and it works with the, you know, what I'm trying to do. Jupiter is kind of cloudy, but it's still gonna show up really well. Hang tight, got to do some adjustments. Just making some minor adjustments. And ouch. But it's alright. Swing this around. I'm steadily finding ways to improve my telescoping system, so that's what the night vision was for. Not only can I get it with my camera, but I can get it with this night vision scope, and then, you know, voila. Alright, now we can really do some sky looking without jumping around. You know, I didn't mind you know, the trial testing with my freelance with my hands, but I needed this to be more steady, so I could actually see these stars in their glory and these meteorites. Matter of fact, I'm gonna shift this back a little. I want this lower. Slide this closer to me. My night vision. Y'all won't be able to tell the difference, but you'll just see the little movements. What I'm doing is sliding it closer to my eye along the shaft of the telescope. Alright, we in business now. I can really see better. And I just had to go bump it with my knee. Woe is me. Oh, okay. Nice. All these stars are showing up really well. Now these stars I can see with my eye, but nothing too major. Eventually we're about to hit Jupiter here shortly, and Saturn. I can see both of them. Trying to locate Saturn. It's kind of behind the cloud layer, which I can't stand when that happens. But it's all good. There it is. So there's our beloved Saturn, the haloed planetoid. See if I can catch it with my camera. Nope, not catching it. It's all good. The main deal of this is for the night scope to catch the main, and my camera will catch, you know, whatever. And there's Jupiter. Like I said, it's behind the cloud cover, so I'm not really going to focus on it too much tonight. I'm going to do a zoom though now that I got it stable. Alright, so we got Jupiter. You see it real close, and its moon is can't really see its moon. So let me do a quick focus on my lens just to make sure I'm good. And that's about as sharp as we're gonna get it. The sharpen point was on its moon. Since Jupiter's so blurry, had to go to its moon. And there's Saturn again. Zoomed in a lot closer. Alright, so that's Saturn. We got a nice zoom in on Saturn. So it's kind of clearing up now, but just want to get it as close as I could. Show you what Saturn looks like. Alright, we're going to swing back over to Jupiter, so hopefully I can find it. Yep, there's Jupiter, closest range. Man, it's bright. Jupiter looks like the moon through the scope. Straight up. So this is Jupiter, sitting off in the distance. Hopefully my 35mm is picking it up also, but definitely my night scope has got it. And I'm not going to be out here too long on this. I just want to get a nice good look up through my scope with the stability. Let's find Jupiter's moon. I just saw it. There's Jupiter's moon, one of them. Alright, nice. Alright, yeah, that was Jupiter's moon close up, and Jupiter itself close up. Alright, so we're going to move on. Just want to get a good look at it close up and from afar. Alright, let's go up real quick. Eventually I'm going to swing this whole telescope back around. I just kind of want to get around, look around as best I could. I'm not going to be able to cover the whole sky because that would take forever. But I'm just going to hit on everything that's highlighted. But I'm mostly looking for anything that's in the dark and meteorites. Like as soon as I find a nice cluster of stars, if I can, I'm going to zoom in on them real tight. Kind of dropping down close to the tree line and see what the stars look like here. I'm gonna pivot around, see what's what. Oh, nice. Okay, we got some stars below. And again, I gotta refocus my night vision just to make sure everything's good and sharp. I don't want no blurriness, I just want it real sharp. So there it is. It's always a pleasure to do, you know, what I do. It's a eye-opener and a teaching point for me. You know, I don't know all the names of these stars, but you know, we're just looking up. Hopefully we'll catch something phenomenal other than just light, points of light in the sky, i.e. stars, meteorites. Notice all the stars everything is white close to the horizon, and I'm at the horizon literally. And we're gonna swing back around to the moon here shortly. There's the moon. Moon's got some stars below it, so we're gonna look all around the moon real quick. Like I said, we ain't gonna be able to see, we're not gonna be able to see Andromeda system because it's below the oh, nice. It is below the equator right now, the horizon. Alright, we're gonna drop this way. We're gonna look due north. See if we can't see anything worth looking at. Like I said, this is gonna be a short video. I just wanted to kind of just test the equipment with my 35mm connected to my telescope as well as my night vision monocle, so we can actually get a good look at the heavens. And I'm not really looking through it at this point. I'm just kind of pivoting around randomly. Once I get my system going, then I'll actually use my telescope motor to find like the Andromeda system, and you know, once I do get out, we'll go from there. So I just pretty much did a 360 back towards the moon's position. I'm about 3 degrees off the moon's right side, facing the earth. And minusing, you should see it pop over here shortly. Telescope should get slightly bright. Yep, there it is. There's our moon, lovely moon. Saw something. Okay, I had a star. Oh, what is this? Okay. I don't know if those are clouds, or we're gonna zoom in on that. Now we're looking at something. Maybe that's just a cloud, but I can't see it with my naked eye. But my telescope has picked it up, so let's zoom in on it. Alright, so I don't know exactly what this is. Maybe it's a cloud, but I can't really see it with my naked eye. but my camera picked up on it real sharp. And it looks like a cloud. It looks like it could be a long cloud, but it's just got a unique pattern to it, and it's real thick, kind of isolated from everything else. Maybe it's just a cloud sitting way out west that is approaching this position and the moon is hitting it. But it just looks like it has its own little solidarity to it. Let me back up off of it. It's just interesting to see whatever that is sitting out there below the moon. Literally sitting below the moon. I guess it's a cloud. Looks like it, possibly. But I can't see it with my naked eyes. Maybe my 35mm will pick it up. I think because the moon is bright, I can't see it. But as long as this unit, yeah, it's a cloud. This unit catches it, it's cool. And it's a cloud so far. Dissipating or changing shape. Alright, so what I thought was something more unique turned out to just be a cloud so far. Just kind of hanging out below the moon. There's the moon. Alright, we'll keep panning, pivoting. Since it's not much happening, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. But oh wait a minute, what is this? Okay, we got something moving. Might be a plane. I don't know if that's a jet or a meteorite, but there it is. Moving across the sky. Finally, something. Gonna zoom in real close. Let's see if I can keep up with it. Oh crap. And it got away from me. I'll zoom in. Maybe I can find it. Widen out my field. There it is. Now I can't even see that with my eyes. Alright, so I'm gonna just physically rotate my telescope around and keep following it, drop down on it. It's gonna take me a minute to follow it. But as it gets away, I should be able to catch it, hopefully. So we continue on. But I did lose my anomaly. Sheesh. So yeah, we had a slight malfunction. I'm pretty sure I'll edit it out for the record. Make sure all systems are tight and good to go in the telescope. Maybe I can find that anomaly. Wait, you know what? Screw that. We'll zoom in on this. We're still rolling. We're gonna zoom in on this, whatever this is. I think I was focusing on this before. I've never seen anything like this. Like, I don't recall ever seeing anything like this. 3 stars side by side, or meteorites. This is the stuff I really, go way out my way to look for. So we're gonna focus on this for a minute. Let me see if I can sharpen it out. Oh, come back. And just like that, we kind of lost it. Sorry, I'll back out. Oh, there it is. We'll back it out so we can like literally get up on it. Let's take a break. Alright, so yeah, we're still making minor adjustments to all this. It's gonna be a work in progress. Pretty sure we'll be able to find that anomaly again. I'm in close proximity to it. If not, oh well. Meteorites in a perfect triangular formation. Like I just, it's crazy. You know. You can see something like that. That looks like it'll be a UFO type craft, you know? Just sitting way out there. All the lights, the meteorites or lights, are equally distant towards each other in a perfect pyramid, no matter how you look at it from what point. I'm almost inclined to think that's some kind of UFO craft. See if I can zoom in closer. without losing it. As close as I can get it, all the way up to an 8 magnification. I'm just kind of sit here and focus on it. And it's definitely moving because you can see it edging up to the top of my screen. That's what I'm looking for also. Don't worry, I'm going to recenter it. That's crazy. You can literally see that. Freaking awesome. All right, we're gonna back out. That I could not avoid. I needed to see that. There it is, still right there. So I don't know if I'm seeing this on my amateur level. I could just imagine what NASA's seeing on their wealthy level, where they have the power to just like track. They have more eyes on just one thing, and once that one person sees it, they can centralize it to the center scope so that everybody can monitor it or see the activity. You know what I mean? I'm tracking 1/10 of 100th of a 10th of the sky with what I'm doing. And I'm catching a lot of activity, a lot of shapes, a lot of things that I normally would not see. And I'm kind of getting blown away, you know? There's another pyramid right above that star. Beautiful. Seems like all the activity is in the more so in the eastern quadrant of the sky. Seems to be a lot of activity there. Especially with that little anomaly I just saw, that ship. I say that I was tracking it while we were looking at it. There was a 757, 767 passing going from southwest to northeast, and this thing was going from northeast to the southwest, traveling along a parallel path, but it was like probably hundreds of miles away via elevation. But when I took my eyes away from the telescope, the night vision, I couldn't see the object, but it highlighted in my vision, in my night scope. Like I said, I'm real thrown off. I've had a lot of chaos today. Trying to take care of some things around my residence. My father caught coronavirus, so that's got me also irritated. And I love my family, regardless. And you know, we might not agree on, you know, situations, but they have my love in their best interest, you know. They have my love, but like that. So if something happens to them, I'm torn down. And I love all my family. They know it. Even if I give them heck. Sometimes I'm such a Marine that, you know, I used to be that of a child. And I'm still making adjustments, but the world is being torn down. It's like right when the moment when I decided to be a full-fledged man, to enter the Marines and then carry on with that attitude beyond Marines. The world has put a stop to a lot of successes that I should be traversing upon, you know? But I'm not worried. I still got my God, the one true God. Had people get at me about that, tell me that God ain't real. You know, that's the wrong thing to tell somebody like me. I'll fight you. because I don't infringe upon you and say, "Wow, you're an atheist, so you're worshiping an atheist God, or you're worshiping the devil," whatever. I'm not worried about that. I'll let you handle that when both of y'all go visit God. All right, let's see. That's not, what I want to really chat about. In fact, let me zoom in on this. Keep seeing this star cluster. Let's zoom in on it. Let's see, there you go. It's like 2 of them. I'll take this one first. I know I saw some lights flickering. It's the ambulance. Kind of saw them on my back. Thought the moon was starting to flicker red and white. It's the ambulance. You might hear a siren go off. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of these stars close to each other, so I just kind of want to zoom in and see this. I still have yet to see Comet Neowise. I'm really burnt about that. Matter of fact, I can't see any comets. What the hell? Okay, it's a bird. Saw something kind of light up flying real fast. It's freaking geese. He lit up so well, he looked like a UFO. Because you couldn't see, like, you saw a quick movement, you couldn't see him thrusting. Plus I was taking my eyes away from this telescope, so everything was really off with my eyes. Alright, let's see if I can catch my other star. Back up off of this. There we go, that one. Oh, there's the ambulance. Focusing on these 3 stars. And the police. And since this thing is capable of catching way out there, I kind of just want to see what these little stars are. I've seen enough of Jupiter through my telescope. Seen enough of Jupiter through my telescope and my 35mm. I'm trying to catch it in this night vision and pretty much just show what I can see. All right, let's scope it right back out. Like I said, I'm about to wrap this up here shortly. But being that it's summertime, I can't just not, look at these beautiful stars, and these beautiful meteorites, beautiful comets, which I have not seen yet, but I've seen plenty of meteorites and UFOs. Let's keep seeing that one going across. I can't quite catch it, but I'll catch it. It's gonna come into a position where I can catch it real well. Yeah, I don't believe that was a regular U.S. craft because it didn't have a thrusting vector behind it. And I usually can hear the thrust. That thing actually went from south to north and then turned around and went back north to south, and it was moving higher at a higher rate of speed. Normally my telescope can keep up with regular 747s, B-1 Lancer bombers, but anything that's moving at a high rate of speed and doesn't have a thruster vector behind it, yeah, I can't keep up with that. And that's what that was. And that was not a bird. Just kind of looking around before I wrap it up. I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all my subscribers. Please watch, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Please, please, please. I'm just trying to get this information out. I hope I'm not boring a lot of you all, but I'm just trying to be on all this so I can easily edit and get straight to the truth when I find something hype. And it'll come like that. I've had a few videos like that. But for now, I really just want to show y'all the entire sky, even if it don't get a lot of likes or views. It's out there. I just kind of want to do mine different from everybody else. Everybody else wants to give you like the quick, instant deal of like what they caught. I'm going to show you also the instant, but the time enhanced. Some people get into this, some people don't. I get into it thoroughly. When I die and leave this life, my job is going to be surveying the solar system. Whatever outfit I'm in, whatever job God gives me. Alright, so we're getting ready to get up out of here. You know, I'm gonna swing around to Jupiter. I like to swing around to Jupiter. We gonna swing at the Jupiter. The reason why, because we can do that. Hold up. And stop at some stars on the way. I had to go hunt for a piece of my telescope, my spotter. Just looking for it. Make sure it still works. Did I lose the battery? Make sure I didn't lose the battery. You know, everything wants to run away from you out here. Nah, the battery didn't get lost. It just got shook out, so we good. Boom. Pretty sure it'll be fine. Yeah, I see it lighting up. Cool. Alright, so get back. We're pretty much due south where Jupiter is, if I can find it. Really cool. Alright. So we're back in the vicinity of Jupiter. That's all its moons. You can pretty much see them. There's Jupiter. Yep. And these are some of its moons sitting way out here. All this lit up. That. All those, anything that's solid shows up. That's Jupiter's moons. Like I said, I believe that Jupiter is its own little solar system because it has too many moons, and even though it's that far out, it still can sustain life because it's nice and hot. If you got the technology to seal yourself up and pump out some really good heat, thermonuclear heat without blowing yourself up, radiating yourself, you can easily live on Jupiter. Alright, Third Eye Cam, we're out of here. We appreciate you. Again, please watch, like, subscribe, and share. And that's how we do. Poof.